it's going to be a little off, but that's going to do for now. So I can stop manipulating OBS on my main computer. Let's go over to the BIOS of this mini PC. We're going to go ahead and change, what's our timestamp? Trying to remember this, 30 minutes, that's going to be easier to remember. Let's go ahead and set this, or set the first boot to our freshly created Debian USB. And let's go to save and reset. And it should reset right into that live Debian installation. So we're gonna hope this works. Is this BIOS in the VM? Zesty, calm down. Thanks for your reply, no problem. How are you streaming that while no recording software on a mini PC? I have two computers running. And my primary computer, ooh, we have Debian here, 5.10, live. I have OBS running on my primary machine, and the mini PC is connected to my primary machine. I have a long vertical monitor here that has my main computer on it, so I can see OBS, the chat, the control panel, while over here on this 16, or is it 16 by 9? Yeah, 16 by 9 monitor, this is where I can see Debian. So it's working out pretty good so far, I think. Still trying to boot into the live session. I hope it didn't freeze, because that would make me very sad. Oh, that might have just been the post screen. Not post screen, but the intro splash screen. So we'll figure this out. While I wait for it. Actually, am I able to move the mouse yet? Not yet. I can try to fix this chat a little bit. Actually, no, this is fine. Ooh, we're in Debian. Welcome to Debian. Beautiful. And this is on physical hardware, so this isn't a VM or anything like that. So let's go next. Let's go English United States is perfectly fine. I'm not going to select Wi-Fi because this is connected with an internet, so I'm going to skip that for now. Privacy, I don't care if they know where I am. We have a bunch of stuff. Facebook's included. That's I know when I installed Fedora, it was only these three. It's interesting that they include Facebook as an online account option. But let's skip that. And let's start using Debian GNU/Linux. Now, yes, the screen darkened. Is it too dark? I might be able to adjust it if need be. So let's go properties. Try not to ruin it. So what I can do probably is set the color range to full and change this to this. That might help with the colors. Maybe this one? Nah, let's go with that one. You guys probably can't see too much of a change. I'm just trying to make sure you all can see everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and start using Debian/Linux. And we have our getting started here. Does this include an installer? Because that was not... so getting started, that's cool. Let's close this out. I hope it includes an installer, which it does. I haven't installed Debian in a really long time. The last time I was able to successfully install Debian, or not, I've always been able to successfully install it. The last time I did this on hardware was for my last benchmarking video, and I believe that was in December. So, yeah. Let's go next. American English, sounds good to me. And they're using Calamaris, and Calamaris isn't their official installer. This is what the installer that they use on their live disk images. No has cooties. GNOME does not have cooties. I love GNOME. Nope, we are in the Pacific time zone, and we want to go next. Select that, perfect. Let's go ahead and erase the entire disk. The current installation is Fedora on this mini PC. It's what I used to make the that review video. Let's go ahead and do all this. Brandon/Intel is fine. Let's pick a super secure, super complicated password. And that's good. And that's good. So now we sit back, wait. Hopefully you guys are chit-chatting because I can't really do too much. We can actually check out some of the stuff that's on this live disk image. So it looks like they have GNOME extensions. That they're nice enough to include that for you. Do they have tweaks? That'd be cool. If they have extensions, they should have tweaks. They do. See, every distribution should just include extensions and tweaks out of the gate. That's just what makes sense to me. Nibbles, is this like a like, let's see, number of players. Okay. Is this like Snake? I think we're going to be playing Snake. Oh. Am I the red one? Yeah, I'm the red one. Okay. This is similar to Snake, but it's not Snake exactly. Oh, man. Play some chess. Chess is so boring, though. I'm pretty decent at chess, but it's not the type of thing you'd want to play against a computer on a live stream. If I was going against somebody else, that would be cool. Oh, cool. I think I did it. That's a sussy snake. It's cool they have these little mini games here for when you're doing things like an install. Oh. Oh. Oh, I bamboozled myself. Yeah, I've had no problems with Debian. I got no problems with old GNOME version 11. Let's see what else they have on here. Let's see what else they have on here when it comes to games. They do have chess. They have a Debian reference guide. Solitaire. I don't even know how to play Solitaire, but my fiance plays Solitaire like probably half hour every night. She's really good at Solitaire. She can like get through some of the levels or rounds or whatever it is in like a minute. It's madness. System monitor. I wonder how this is running right now with an installer going. CPU 3 is putting in some work, that's for sure. Or at least it was. It seems like it's taking turns. This machine that we're running isn't too powerful. I think it's a 5th generation i5 mobile processor. So not the beefiest machine, but it does the trick. Alright. I've always wanted to run Debian with the SID repos. I think that would be fun. Fun little experiment. So is that Sudoku? It's probably Sudoku, but I'm not sure. Let's see what they got cooking. They have firmware, Firefox, ESR. You know, Debian is a really solid Linux distribution when it comes to what they actually give you here on the system. Is this Tetris? Okay, that's how you flip them. Yeah, I got this mini PC. It was actually one of the few things I've ever gotten for free because of basically the YouTube channel. I got it from Bmax, which is a Chinese company. Surprise, surprise. But it's actually a pretty nice machine. It has not done me wrong. I haven't played Tetris in forever either. This is a game I used to play all the time. One of my first cell phones was one of those Cricket kind of like slide out ones. And I was the solitaire champ with that thing. That and there's this little like space shooter game, but I forgot what it was called. My laptop has a Ryzen 5 55U. That's really good. The other mini PC that I have in here, I paid for that one, and it's the Ryzen one. I did a separate video on that as a hardware review as well, and it has, I think it has the Ryzen 5 in it too, and that's the one that I'm using as a mini PC. Get a way better mini PC than first try. I'm just too good at this. I don't think I'm the installer is going so slow though. This is what I get for doing the USB 2.0 and not just getting up and plugging it in. The funny thing is I was trying to avoid getting up, but I ended up having to anyways. That was not a good move. Actually, let's try to slide this in there. Haha! Victory is ours. How many people are watching? There's 74 people watching me play Tetris. It's cool. It's like I said, it's really cool they include this. There's not too many. A lot of distributions now don't even have any games. That's not the best move. It should be a requirement to have at least a couple little mini games on every single distro. Granted, I'm not the one you should be getting distribution bloat opinions from. Let's see. Let's try to squeeze this in. Where should I put this? Let's just go straight down. And then, oh, that would have been perfect if I would have waited. Grown American plays off-bank dresses. Yep. Okay, we're gonna... I think this would work if I do that. And then we're gonna try to break that layer. Ooh, perfect. They gave me just what I needed. Let's see. Do. Boom. And we'll put this one... Oh, it doesn't flip that way? Oh, sad day. Isn't this supposed to start getting like really fast eventually? That's what I always thought. The installer's almost done, so that's good. So you guys don't have to watch me play Tetris anymore. Let's see. Ooh. It's getting intense. Crap. Let's just go right here. Hope for the best. Ooh, this can fit right here. This is going to be beautiful. Boom. I need one more long one. This mini PC does have an SSD in it. It's just the USB it's pulling from. I think it's got a... Once we actually get into the system, we'll put up we'll load up some NeoFetch. Ooh, the install's done. I'm gonna kill myself now. Boom. See what it does when you fail. 40,000. Top that. Okay, let's close out of here. All done. We can continue using the live environment, but what we're gonna do is just restart now. And I don't really know how to use this computer, so I'm gonna have to jump into the BIOS and make sure that it's not gonna boot back into the USB. I know I wasted it. I shouldn't have done that. That was not a pro gamer move. Okay, so let's go make sure. Is this the right one? I think it is. It's already set to the right one, so that's good. See, our Debian disk. Reset, and we should be booting into a fresh install of Debian Bullseye. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put NeoFetch on. I'm not going to install too many things because, like I said, the primary purpose I'm doing this is to get some benchmarking numbers. Because I'm going to be doing the Debian, I'm going to do Arch, and I think I might do Fedora. But I'm going to hold off on Windows until that's officially released because I already did a 10 versus 11 benchmarking video. This is Debian 11 Bullseye. Debian is not the hardest distro to install. You all saw that. I was playing Tetris half the time. Debian 11 Bullseye. And we are in. Make sure that there's no installer option, which is not, so that's good. Next. We already did this one time. Next. Skip. Done. And now this is our help. The one cool thing about Debian is they do give you a pretty good little help screen here. So you get little video guides on how to actually do everything. So like launching applications, and it's just going to show you how to open it up and all that. I wish more distributions would include little intro things like this to help new people get started. Granted, it's always the distros that new people aren't going to be using that have this, other than like Zorin OS. But I just installed Zorin. Yeah, Zorin is awesome. I have nothing wrong with Zorin, especially for layouts. Zorin OS and Farron OS are the two that are really good with pre-configured layouts and all that. So let's go to show applications, see if there's any changes. Make sure we still have Tetris, because that's the most important thing, that we have our Tetris. Where did it go? There it is. Quadra, how do you even, Quadra Prazel? Is that how you say that? I don't know. Tech Hut, that's just GNOME's old help. Appeared at least before 40. I don't use GNOME too much. I started using GNOME like heavy when Fedora 34 launched. That's because I was all KDE Plasma before that. So from like, I know a lot about 3.38, but that's primarily from Ubuntu based distributions. But from just vanilla GNOME, anything before 40, I have no idea what's going on. So let's open up our terminal. Oh, that's not it. That's what I get for just assuming. What did I open up? I did open up a terminal, but not the one I was looking for. Let's run a neofetch, the most important application in any Linux arsenal. It's not installed, but I'm going to run it pretending like I don't know that. And we're running bash, that's good. And Debian uses just sudo apt now, right? Because I know you used to have to do apt get, but I think it can just do apt now. Install neofetch, that should be in the Debian repositories, which it is, and you can use apt. Too much mods to GNOME net dead. Sudo apt install pacman. I don't think you could do that. That'd be cool though. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Dang, you're awesome. Oh, I already lost. I thought you were talking about like the Arch package management system. This has such a bad delay. I can't even handle it. Like, I don't think there must be a different key that you hit, because the down arrows definitely are not working. There we go. You gotta push that key with some intention. Oh no! Ah. Okay, what were we doing? We were going into, thank you to whoever said install pacman. You're awesome. Okay, neofetch. That's what we were doing. You can see here, we are running Debian. I don't think Debian has theming integrated into the settings, do they? I highly doubt it, just like with Fedora. Yeah, no, you're going to do that through the tweaks. Tweaks. Pacman thing is... Oh, really? That's cool. That's before I was even born. Appearance. Dark. There we go. That's much better. Okay. So, this is Debian GNU/Linux 11 Bullseye x64 x8664. Host is Intel. We are running the 5.10 kernel. With bash, there are 2,400 packages installed, which is kind of a lot. Uptime is 4 minutes. GNOME 3.38. So when I do this benchmarking video, I'm going to have to force Arch to use 0.38, because that's one thing a lot of people really get nitpicky on, some of those version specifics when you do benchmarking videos. Intel HD graphics, this is that processor I was talking about. It does have 8 gigs of RAM though, so that's not too bad. So we're looking good here. Some of the things I'm going to want to get, we can, here, what time is it? Yeah, we can get some of this benchmarking stuff set up real quick. I think that's what we're going to do. It's like Phoronix Test Suite, something like that. That's what I've been running. Phoronix Test Suite. I think that's the spelling. I'm not 100% sure. I was close. I was close enough. Let's go ahead and download that. Actually, let's see if that's in the repositories before I start downloading things. I am not sure. So let's put that in there. We are going to see if it is. Oh, my bad. Oh, it's not. We tried. Install ufetch. I can wipe. Oh, wipe? What? Is that actually in the repos? I doubt that is. ufetch? Yeah, no, it's not in there. I'm sorry. It's not in the repos. It's not there. Download. Here. Oh my god. Really? And you can get it for Arch real easy, that's for sure. Okay, we'll install this since more than one person asked for it. Oh, we don't have Git. Installing Git. Git's one of those things that should probably be included, but whatever. Git clone, cd, u, make, build, and make. Sometimes they don't have make. Sudo make install. Okay. Now let's run. What was it? ufetch? What have I done? ufetch? Oh, it's running Pac-Man. What the hell? Or heck. Sorry. Ah. Why is uw... Oh, there we go. It just ran the last thing. So this is ufetch apparently. It's not giving me any backgrounds or anything, so that's probably kind of good. It's gonna fail because he don't have build essentials, doesn't he? Look at that. Debian into default string Linux U. This is too much. I can't handle it. You guys are something. Packages, uptime, 8 minutes. Okay, let's get out of there. So we were trying to get the test suite here before y'all got me off guard. CPU. Okay, download. We want the Ubuntu Debian package. That sounds good to me. Let's open it with... Can you just open... We're going to have to probably do that make deb... Not make deb, the deb install. I forgot. Does somebody know the command to install deb files? Somebody's got to know it. Open containing folder. Beautiful. Here, I'm just going to go. I know where I can find it. I know it's super simple. I'm just never on Debian, so I don't know it. What is this program? It's a benchmarking utility. If we're gonna do memes, yeah, that's it. Package. Thank you. So I didn't need to go there. Open in terminal. Let's do the sudo dpkg-i. Thank you guys. You are all awesome. And this should install Phoronix Test Suite. And there are a bunch of dependencies. Errors! Oh god. Oh no. You can double click to install. It's going to open up as an archive though, it looked like. Yeah, let's just... I'm going to go do it with the .run. You can double click upgrade-F. Yeah, I should run a system update because I don't think we've done that yet. 105 packages, my gosh. apt-get f install y. Thank you. Let's do an upgrade though first. Sudo apt upgrade. 105 packages. What? Here. Whoa. What do you mean there's issues? You might want to fix broken install. Whatever you say, we'll do it, Debian. Whatever you... Oh, I have to do sudo, duh. I was like, wait, not another one. There we go. Let's fix that. And we're downloading your mom. Damn. ZB. That's no good. We are updating. Let's get this. I'm going to get the other version of the test suite while we wait, just in case if the Debian command doesn't work again. So we want this one, and we want the generic universal Linux package, save file. Okay, because I'm pretty sure that one's just a run. Zettabyte. Okay. Okay, that's done. So now we should be able to upgrade our system. Beautiful. Now we're running. What time are we at? We're at just under an hour. That's not too bad. We're pretty good on time here. I'm going to still cut out the first like half hour of this live stream because it was just screwing around with Fedora while this downloaded and flashed. It's updating pretty quick though. We got to give Debian credit where Debian is due. Man, I love my Brazilian ping next to YouTube servers. There, now you can run the test suite. We are updating. I wonder what my latency is. How behind are you guys? But anyways, if this... I could always just run it through here too, because this has the install sh. Let's extract that to our downloads, just in caseies. Check if the test suite is installed. I'm pretty sure it's not. I've never heard of something coming with this test suite. This is almost done, but we'll be able to check. Just give that a copy. 99% still. We'll take it. App support local packages as well. You know, Tech Hut, if this wasn't a serious install, run. Yeah, no, this is a serious install. I don't want to put too much on here because then people are gonna be like, oh, one was bloated, blah blah blah. It's got to be fair in the comparisons. Okay, first I'm gonna try that. Where'd it go? I want the sudo dpkg. Oh well, it's not here. What was it again? Sudo dpkg, right? -i. And then, oh, not that. What's the one Farron just told me? Oh, I have to use this keyboard. I always forget. I have to use my other keyboard to access my other computer. Open sus. Okay. Let's see, where were those update commands y'all gave me? dpkg-i. Okay. dpkg-i. Sudo dpkg-i. Phoronix test suite. Is this pointing to the right thing? Underscore. Oh, it's because I have multiple files now. That's why it wasn't working. Underscore .deb. Is it gonna work? Oh, we worked. I don't think I already installed it before. It had an error. I'm not gonna be able to show it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show it. Yeah, last time it gave me an error before I installed everything. Not YouTube. Hello. So now we should be able to just run Phoronix test suite, and it should just work. Yes, it's just working. Beautiful. Sure, take my data. Take it from me. And we're good. So doing these is pretty easy if you ever want to. You just do like run, and I think one of them is chestcraft, maybe? Okay, so how you find these, or how you find these tests, is you go to open benchmark, and here is where you can find all of the different benchmarking tests that you can run with this Phoronix test suite application. So if we go over to tests, you can list it by title, or you can list it by popularity. And I mean, this is a wonderful utility. So if I do that, hit search by popularity, we have the Apache HTTP server benchmark. You have a Time Linux kernel compilation test. You have C-Ray, so it tests ray tracing. FFmpeg renders, 7-zip compression, whole bunch of different tests. And if I go over here, if I just search like Tech Hut benchmarking, it should take me to here, benchmarking archives. This one, for example. And these are some of the tests that I've run in the past. So like CPU speed tests, kernel compile, C-Ray, compressed gzip. Compressed gzip's a really quick one, so I can demonstrate with that. Control F, compress. Do they have compressed gzip in some of these top ones? No, maybe not. Here, let's go. Gzip. Gzip compression. And then right here in the URL, this is usually what you put in. So if I just copy that, I could go up, get rid of that, Control V, enter. It's going to ask me if I would like to install the test, and I would just say yes. And it's going to download the test. It's 149 megabytes. But like this one right here, this compress at gzip is a CPU test, and you can see how popular it is, how many public records there are. If I scroll down here, you can see various components that it's been tested on. You can see right now the highest performer for the public tests is the Intel Core i9 11900K, and below that is the Ryzen 9 5950X. So that scored slightly less. I wonder how much this CPU is running, how much this costs. So let's see. Oh, I gotta restart Firefox. It's a sad day. So let's restart. Ooh, this is done. So right here, when those tests finish downloading, you can save the test results, which usually I don't. I just copy and paste the data, but if I want to, I could go yes. Name for the test file, so I would name it something like Intel. Intel, what CPU is this? Was this a 5500? Something like that. And this was the compress gzip test. Enter. And we'll keep that description. And it's going to continue in 5 seconds. So now what it's going to do is actually run the benchmark. And the cool thing is, because I'm not actually running any OBS or streaming software on this computer, don't even start, Dominic. The only reason I can do this and record is because of the capture card and the KVM switch and all that jazz. So even though you guys are able to see the stream of this, it's not going to have any negative implications on the actual test. So that is very nice, in my opinion. It will tell you the CPU. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's a 5500K. And you can see the estimated time for completion is 7 minutes. Now, I'm not going to use the data from this test. I just kind of want to show you when this is done. But one thing I was interested in is, and I can show you too right now, like if I open up the system monitor, the CPU is probably really under some stress. So you can see one of the cores. It's interesting too. The cores are kind of taking turns, taking the loads with the compressed gzip test. very interesting results. Or, in my opinion, it's interesting how they do that. So close that out, and while it runs this test, and you can see it's already on test 2 out of 3. But one thing I was interested in is because on this compressed gzip test on Open Benchmark, it scored a little bit higher than the 5950. So I'm going to compare prices real quick. So it looks like we can get this i9 for about $550, and it looks like let's see how much this one costs at the moment anyways. So $550 versus, how much is this? Ooh, it's more expensive. I want a new processor, but I don't really need one that bad. Compatible public results. I don't think that's true. Let's look at a different one. Let's see what CPUs get the best kernel compile times. That's what would be cool. So, the best CPU, according to Open Benchmark, for the timed code. Actually, we want the kernel. Is it on here? Let's see. Control F, kern. Oh, popular tests right there. So, timed kernel compilation. Nice. Real nice. Oh, that's 2 of them. That's no fair. So 2 AMD EPYC CPUs score very high. The Threadripper 3990X is also very high. Where's my CPU? It's probably down in here in the mid-tier somewhere. Yep, there's my CPU. Hey, it's mid-tier. I'll take mid-tier. That's a good CPU too. Yeah, so if I click on these two, you could actually see the different tests, that how well this did and what percentile they ranked in for various tests. Yeah. I really wanted the CPU for the longest time, but it's not worth it yet. The Ryzen that I have in it, the 3700X, is still doing very well. This is doing a 4th run. That's one thing that I don't really like about this software, is it likes to, if the numbers are off or anything, it likes to do more trial runs. And like one time I was doing a Linux kernel compile, and I mean that takes a little bit of time, not a lot of time, but enough time that if it, instead of doing 3, it does like 7, you're gonna be waiting around a while. You can see it has a little asterisk there because that run is above the estimated time, which is not fun. But what I was getting at here is all these tests can all be done through the terminal, and I mean a lot of like the Blender BMW test, a lot of people go and download that separately, but you can actually do this through the terminal through this test suite. So a lot of different benchmarks that you would have to go and get somewhere else, you could actually just do right through the terminal on here. Of course, it started a 5th run. Beautiful. And an example of something would be the, what's it called? I think it's a U-Engine Valley. Oh, and right here, this is telling us if the kernel upgrades had any effect on the GPU performance. Good night, Dominique. You have a good one. I'm just waiting for this. I want to show you guys what this looks like in the browser before we end this off. It's super cool, in my opinion. I find really, really geeky things super cool. It's a problem. So, it was supposed to be quicker. I picked the compressed gzip because it's one of the quicker tests. And you can see over here they have Hashcat, they have the X64 and X65 7-zip compression. This is a beautiful website for benchmarking. My dad threw me into pure Debian as my first distro computer programmer. It did not go well. Oh no. Sent me back to Windows. For 6 months now I run Fedora. Yeah, I like Debian, but I can't see myself running it on a full-time basis. There's just better options, and like even like I'd rather run Ubuntu than Debian, to be honest, because it's just Debian's so far behind on a lot of things. It you got to go into the test, or you got to use the SID repos if you want anything new, and then just using those adds a lot of risks for things breaking and all that. I just like, I'm on Fedora 2 at the moment. I'm either on Fedora or Endeavour OS. Those are the two Linux distributions that I jump back and forth in between. And that's for a lot of reasons. Arch obviously has its positive sides with the AUR and things like that. And Fedora just runs good. It's rock solid. I think, oh, hurry up. See what I mean? Run 7. It was supposed to stop right here. Fedora. If I do, I'm going to Google Tech Hut GNOME benchmark. I think I have a page for that as well. Hopefully. Yeah, GNOME speed test right here. Did I? Oh, I didn't. I'm going to play this and turn off the audio. Right over here is where I have, this is an older video as you could tell, but I have some of the results, and because Fedora is in this test, I believe. Yeah, Manjaro, Fedora, Ubuntu, and Pop! OS. And Fedora did very well in this. Like if I go look, I think lower the better for this. What is this? No, that's write speeds. Higher the better. Manjaro did very well. Where was the one that was actually important? CL mark, if we look at that one, Fedora was second place with Manjaro in the lead. Geekbench, this is a good overall test. This one is what I was talking about. On my desktop computer, which is what is currently live streaming, this hasn't changed since I've done this video. Fedora scored the best on good hardware, and by a pretty good margin too. I think it's average above 100, but Ubuntu was actually pretty close when it comes to the multi-core performance. But the single core of Fedora had a slight advantage over that. Now let's see. Oh, it's still running run 8. Can I like Control C and make it stop? But I don't want to make it stop right before. The estimated time of completion was 4 minutes ago. I mean, it's cool because when these finish, it gives you a link that you can open up with your web browser, and you can see all the results and everything. And I haven't learned how to do it yet, but you can like set up a script to run like 5 different benchmark tests, compile that all together, all that data, and do it on multiple platforms or with different hardware, and then link everything together so it creates all the graphs and everything for you, which is something I would like to learn how to do. But I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to do it. Well, I'm going to give it one more chance. If it starts run 10, we're going to hit Control C. It's unfortunate, but it's what we're going to do. I haven't used Windows at all in 17 years, if that answers your question. Nice. Do you verify if there is a setting in config file to stop doing the test? Maybe there's one for that. I'm not sure. I know there's different variables and things you can add to the command to, I think, limit how many runs it can do and things like that. But run 10. It's a sad day. Oh well. Anyways, basically the results you can see on here, if we go to this, for example, and we can see what other people's results were. So like if I go to this thing, and does this just link around? Yeah, it does. I might not be able to show that. Oh well. I'm going to cut this stream down a little bit when it's re-uploaded. But anyways, I think we're going to wrap that up here. I'm going to go cook dinner. We're going to have some stroganoff. It's going to be delicious. So I'm going to chit-chat with you guys for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to head off. Fluffy Beans says, y'all been using Linux for years. I've been using Manjaro for under a month now. That does not matter. That does not matter. Welcome to Linux. You're going to have a very good time. And that sometimes you're going to be stressed and irritated. But comes with the environment. Let's see, I haven't used Windows 17 years. Snaps, you should use Archie 24/7. I was for a while, but I'm back on Fedora for a little bit, like I was saying. With that, I think we're going to end this stream today. It was a good one. We got Debian installed. I got all this to work. That was the main reason. Trying to get this capture card and all that to work. And it does. So that's beautiful. Like I said, this is on hardware with no OBS or anything running. The responsiveness is pretty good. I think it turned out well. The capture card's a little fuzzy, but it's not too bad. I'm going to do a review on it separately later, so watch for that video if you're interested in hardware reviews. My hardware reviews generally do not do very well, but I love making them, so I will continue doing that. With all of that said, I need to actually use this. I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you to all my Patreons and YouTube members. Mitchell Valentino, Phil Mack, Kyle, and Timo Anthony. Thank you guys so much for being some of the top tier Patreon supporters. And thank you to all the other Techie and Techie Plus members if you're interested. You get the join button down below or go over to Patreon if you'd like to. If not, and you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe and ring that bell. We have good things coming. And if you are new as well, I have good things already out. So if you're interested in benchmarking, Linux, Windows stuff even, things like that. I don't like to hold myself strictly to one thing. I do Windows things here and there. I do gaming things here and there. This is general tech here with a strong love for Linux. With all that said, I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful day and goodbye.